it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Whitley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter. He don't want it. Out, 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 out. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Jim, 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 Jim. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. McHugh. Open man, it's Allen. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo. I got one. X3, 218, chopper. Snap.
On first down, McHugh. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's taken at around the 40. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for KC. 48 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a give, right side. Whitley. Room here to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 60 or. Protein spell. Fire.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Let's go, one more.
They'll run on first down. Whitley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Yellow. 30. 15. Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll try the left side. Whitley, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw, and this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This is Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Throwing on first down, McHugh. Allen's got it complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking it into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. 31's the mic. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The Chiefs take over first and
Let's go,
10.
let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded at the 2. Gets around him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Okafor picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, Disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. This is caught by Malik Turner. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, McHugh. Aguilar has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, ready. 80 weapons.
In your face.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to throw. McHugh, this is Gordon on the dump off. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Go now. 30 base.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley's kick is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Check, check. Lucky. 552. Go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Back to throw. McHugh. That's complete. It's Gordon. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon, 76 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now.
And got his man complete. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Yellow! I'm the blue lady! Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get moving.
They'll try the left side. Whitley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Yellow! I'm the line! Strong right! Strong right! Strong right! We got 4. 31's the right.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Mahomes now to throw. The quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
31's the mic. 31's the mic.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.